Good morning. Here we are. It's New Year's Day. January 16th. Well, it's not morning, but hey, we're over 2 weeks into dry January. It's time for a gin fizz. What do you guys say? Whew, 16 days. Shit. That was a good night. All right, today we're gonna make a gin fizz. It's a classic cocktail. It's real simple. We're not gonna get fancy. We're not gonna add any weird stuff. Quick video, gin fizz. We had a speakeasy party a few 6 months ago. I don't know, it was during COVID. No one talks about it. Everyone was here. I mean, they're all masked or whatever, you know. Anyway, we had a lot of cocktails. It was really good. But overall, #1 favorite cocktail of everyone, gin fizz. So we're gonna have a gin fizz. Really simple. For the tools, we're gonna need our Boston shaker. If you're lazy, you use one of these. I don't know, this doesn't go together. You can use one of these if you're lazy, but don't. Use a Boston shaker. Most important ingredient is gin. You can use Citadel gin, it's not bad. Pretty good, had it in Punta Cana with some friends. They introduced us to that, we liked it, but we're already drunk. Not our favorite right now. If you want to make something pretty for the ladies, you get the Empress gin, which has some F, D, and C colors probably, I don't know. Probably not the best thing. Anyway, it's pretty good tasted, it makes a nice purple color. You know, if you're trying to impress some women. But our favorite recently, Bar Hill. Bar Hill gin is made in Vermont. They make it with some honey. I don't know if they add honey or they, brew it with honey before it's distilled, but very tasty. We're going to use some Bar Hill gin. Like always, fresh squeezed citrus. We're going to use lemon juice for gin fizz. Fresh squeeze, let me get it. The juice of 1 lemon, fresh squeeze, about 1 ounce we're going to need. And we're going to need some simple syrup. I use a rich simple syrup, 2-to-1 sugar. Now, this might be overly sweet for some people, and I recommend using less sugar. But if you do 2-to-1, it is shelf stable. It won't get moldy on you. If you just use 1-to-1, you got to use it up. If you do 2-to-1 sugar, boil it as soon as it comes to a simmer, let it cool down, put in one of these, put it in the fridge, pretty much lasts forever. I'm not a food safety expert. Don't take my advice. If you see black shit floating around in there, throw it away. But pretty much, it's pretty good 2-to-1. 1-to-1, no good. You'll grow some nasty stuff in there, probably kill you. I don't know, maybe just make you sick. Don't do it. So here we go. And then we're gonna need some seltzer water. Today we're using Polar Seltzer because that's what we have. All right, we're gonna need a highball glass. I like to use a pretty large highball glass because I don't make weak drinks and gives you enough room for the ice. Now, makes a gin fizz fizzy isn't just the seltzer. I mean, you get some fizz from there, but you need egg white. You shake this up with some egg white now. Some little whiny fucks are gonna be like, nah, I don't want egg white, I'm gonna die, whatever. They don't like egg whites. Eggs are like fucking $83 a dozen these days anyway, because of inflation. But we're gonna use egg white. We're not gonna tell anyone we're using egg white. Now, just like our lemon juice, fresh squeeze, we're gonna go get ourselves an egg. So you go to the store, you get some fresh eggs, and you're gonna separate them, and you're gonna get some egg whites out of there. Don't get any yolk in there because it won't froth up enough for you. Now, here you go. We're gonna get our jigger. Yep, it's got the little lines in there. It's great, it's got a little grip. The best thing about this, look at, you do that. So your simple syrup is gonna sit in there and drip out into your glass rather than make a mess everywhere. So here we go. We start off, we're gonna get 2 ounces of your favorite gin. You can use Bar Hill if you want. If you don't have Bard Hill, you know, you can use gunpowder. That's a nice Irish gin. That's a little on the sweet side, a little bit like Hendrick's, maybe a little cost effective compared to Hendrick's. Not too far off, but you know, another good gin. I like a good gunpowder. Yeah, there you go. Any gin you like. Broker's gin, some people like. That's pretty good. Beefeater. If you just need to go to the store, any store down the street, little corner store, and you need a gin, Beefeater, they got Beefeater, and it's a good gin. All right, so we're gonna go 2 ounces of your favorite gin. Some of it's gonna spill on the table because, you know, you're still a little drunk from yesterday. Woo, 2 ounces. Now, we're gonna go 1 ounce fresh squeezed lemon juice. Squeeze it fresh. Shake it up. Squeeze it fresh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you go. Got your lemon juice. And then you're going to do 3/4 ounce simple syrup. Beautiful. 3/4 ounce. We didn't drop that. We edit that right the fuck out. Look, pretend I didn't go down here. Pretend I didn't pick that up. Pretend I didn't put it back on there. Shelf stable. All right. There we go. Now, we need 1 egg white. That white of 1 large egg. You'd probably get about 1 ounce out of your 1 large egg. There you go. Ooh, yes, sir. Now, we're going to take all this liquid and do a dry shake. That's right, dry shake. Who names this shit? I don't know. What it means is you got no ice in there, and for some reason, maybe it gets a little more frothy, a little more foamy if you shake it like this before you put ice in there. Is that true? I don't know. Maybe in another video we'll do an experiment and see if that's the case. Anyway, after you do that, hit a good whack. Boom. There you go. We'll edit that out. It's okay. Ooh. Now you're going to add some ice. I like to take the small side of your Boston shaker, fill that with ice. Fancy ice. Fancy, I mean the kind that your refrigerator makes. Unless it's an LG. Those things suck. Maybe a little less force than last time. Woo, there you go. When you can feel your fingers sticking to the side because it's so cold, oh, and you got a little bit of frostbite, you know you've shaken enough. Look at that. You don't need to get new ice. Bam. Take that, take that. Open your polar seltzer. A little more froth. Look at that. Let it drip down the side a little. It's like an OnlyFans video right there. There you go. Beautiful. The Gin Fizz.